Number 10. Longest running. The Simpsons is the longest-running animated show on television. More than 25 seasons have been produced, and surprisingly, the show has never been canceled and has had very few changes within the cast. The cartoon was originally aired as a short on The Tracy Ullman Show. The characters in The Simpsons all have 4 fingers, which is typical for most cartoons. Although a religious aspect plays a role as to why they don't have 5 fingers, most cartoonists and animators admit it's just easier to draw a 4-fingered hand. It should be noted, however, that a few Simpsons episodes where Homer meets God and Jesus, both of them are depicted as having 5 fingers. Number 9. Mellow Yellow. Nearly all of the residents of Springfield are yellow, a few exceptions being Apu, Dr. Hibbert, Bleeding Gums Murphy, and a few others. Creator Matt Groening told the BBC in 2007, "An animator came up with The Simpsons Yellow, and as soon as she showed it to me, I said, 'This is the answer, because when you're flicking through channels with your remote control and a flash of yellow goes by, you'll know you're watching The Simpsons.'" Number 8. Family-Oriented. Unlike Family Guy, The Simpsons is a much more family-friendly and family-oriented show, suitable for nearly all ages, each episode having a lesson to learn. Since its creation, Family Guy has made fun of nearly every single race and religion known to man. For The Simpsons, this sort of adult humor just wouldn't be accepted. If you were to watch Arabic episodes, you would notice that Homer drinks soda as opposed to beer. Also, he eats Egyptian beef sausages and other alternatives rather than the traditional hot dog, so as not to offend those who practice the Muslim religion and customs. Number 7. Hidden messages. There have been uncountable cases of people claiming to have found hidden messages in Hollywood productions, and more specifically TV shows. This case is a little bit more compelling, though. If you watch the episode Lisa the Vegetarian, you will hear music being played in the background during the end credits. Paul McCartney sings "Maybe I'm Amazed," but there's a slight twist to this. Background music is added, with Macca himself reading a recipe for lentil soup, which is played backwards. In the very last line, you can hear him clearly saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm alive." Number 6. What's in a name? It's well known to most viewers of the show that Bart, the skateboard-riding juvenile delinquent, is as close to a brat as they come. The name Bart was chosen for him by the producers as an anagram, a rearrangement of the letters in the word brat. What is lesser known about his character is that his full name is Bartholomew Jojo Simpson. Number 5. Outclassing the Critics. Mitt Romney wasn't the only politician to criticize a TV show before. Although it's more widely known that he had plans of shutting down PBS if he were to become president, George H.W. Bush once blamed The Simpsons for society's problems and even claimed that families should act more like the Waltons. Even Barbara Bush once said, "The Simpsons is the dumbest thing I've ever seen." It got to the point that Marge Simpson wrote a very kind and well-worded letter to the First Lady. Sometime later, the First Lady sent a letter of apology back to Marge Simpson, and the ordeal was laughed off and quickly forgotten. Number 4. Retired characters. Most recently, The Simpsons' Mrs. Krabappel bid farewell after voice actress Marcia Wallace passed away after a 28-year battle with breast cancer. However, the character of Maude Flanders signed off the show for different reasons. Voice actor Maggie Roswell and Fox couldn't come to an agreement on a pay increase, so Maggie decided to retire from the show. The writers of The Simpsons decided to kill off Maude in episode 240. Long story short, all because Homer was distracted by a bobby pin. You'll have to watch the episode to understand. Number 3, The Simpsons House. In 1997, a house was built in Henderson, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas. It was a near-exact replica of the Simpsons' home, almost down to the tiniest detail. The home was originally constructed as a grand prize for a contest run by Fox and Pepsi-Cola. The winner would have the choice to either keep the place or collect a $75,000 prize. Sadly, the $120,000 home was quickly stripped of its Simpsons-style decor and furnishings. It's now currently being occupied by another owner because of financial problems. Number 2, I Will Not Waste Chalk. During the opening credits of each episode, Bart is seen writing some sort of message on the school blackboard. The content varies from week to week, but there have been some pretty odd ones before. One time Bart wrote, "I was not touched there by an angel." Other ones have said, "Pork is not a verb," and "I will not whittle hall passes out of soap." Bart has also showed his sympathy and wrote, "We'll really miss you, Mrs. K," after voice actress Marcia Wallace passed away. Number 1, Mystery Solved. For more than 20 years, creator Matt Groening has kept the location of which state the fictitious Springfield is located. In many episodes, the location would almost be revealed, but would seamlessly become covered up at the last second, only to add suspense and mystery for the audience for many, many years. But during an interview in 2012 with Smithsonian Magazine, Groening stated that the city was based on Springfield, Oregon.
Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.